guys, it's me Fishman, welcome to another live stream of Genshin Impact, where we are going to do a missions. Which mission, you ask? Glad you ask. We're going to do this mission when they talk about tonight, which is the story for the new character, which was on the last banner. I didn't get her. I'm going to make the tryout of the new characters, and if we have time, we'll do this. No, not this. This, the Guard's Inventor, which is a new event that's going on. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all. Tá direto com Peppa. What else do we have? This is a new banner. Nivile and Kadehara Kazua. Both great characters. Characters that I used to on the 12th floor to achieve 9 stars. From this last update I've achieved 9 stars easily. Yeah, and I have 6 wishes. Let's start by doing them. Okay. That's the only good thing I'm going to get. You wanna bet? If I can get a 5-star thing, I will eat my daughter. Last one. Yeah, not gonna hit you. You're safe this time. Okay, I have 5 wishes because the new month has started. You have 5 wishes that you can purchase here in the shop. Don't forget to get them. In the Stardust Exchange, as you can see, it is important to get all the time every month. It stays here for all the month. Yeah, that's it. No luck. So what we have going on right now is this event, Rolling Crossfire. Going to leave this for last because if the story of the new character, I don't remember her name, takes too long, I won't be able to do this. The test run we'll be doing now, an event on the TCG, something that I rarely do, play TCG. At the beginning I was like, yeah, this is cool, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm sick of this. There's too much stuff to collect. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so let's try out Nivile. Is very powerful, very strong. Yeah, Nivile charge attack release a surging torrent after fully storing energy. Dealing continuous AoE hydro damage to all opponents in a direct line in front of him. He can move freely and adjust the direction he is targeting during this time. Yeah, Nivile! His elemental skill and elemental burst create source water droplets. When storing energy for his charge attack, he can absorb source water droplets within a certain distance, restoring his own HP while reducing the time required to fully charge his torrent. In addition, his elemental skill deals pneuma-aligned hydro damage. Yeah, he's pretty strong, especially in the correct team. As you can see, you just need to position him well. Well, mine is even stronger. Ah, filha, isso dói. This looks like butter. Yeah, and my novelette is even powerfuler. Is that a word? Even more powerful than this one. So, as you can see, he really is strong. And then you have Kadehara Kazua, one of the best control characters. I really like him when there's a lot of enemies, especially. You also have Venti that does the same job as him, but not as well. He has a lower cooldown, which means that you can control the battlefield more frequently. Kazuha! Yeah, I really like him. I haven't read what he does. Okay, let's go again. Already in this... okay. Then we have Shinkyu, an OG. He's really cool, but if you have that water girl, well, she's 5-star. I don't remember her name, but she's the Shinkyu version of a 5-star. She's better than him at everything. She does more damage. The only thing that she doesn't do, and Shinkyu does, is healing. Shinkyu can heal with his swords, and she doesn't. But he really doesn't heal that much. You can probably use his heal if you have a team with a shield, and if it's not very strong enemies. Otherwise, you will have to have an healer. In that case, she's better. When Shinkyu elemental skill its opponents, they will form rain swords that protect him and his ally. His elemental burst activate Rainbow Blade Work, which will immediately summon the largest possible number of rain swords and launch consecutive attacks at opponents along with Shinkyu and his allies. Okay, that's it. Poof! Poof! Freeze! Ai, 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 filha! Tá quieta! Tá quieta, bicho! Tá a aleijar! As you can see, he is imbued with those swords that deal water damage, hydro damage, whatever. Okay, other trial stages. Let's read Kazuha's thingies. I haven't explained him very well. He's very good and very simple to play. Kazuha can use his elemental skill to pull opponents and objects in and take to the air before executing his unique planic attack Midari Ranzan to deal animal damage and generate wind tunnel that pulls opponents in. That's the special thing. It's his normal ability that pulls enemies in and make him a great control character. The elemental skill has a press mode and a hold mode. The former can be executed mid-air, while the later expands the skill AoE. So normally I always press so it sucks in more enemies. His elemental burst, Kazuha Slash, leaves a field known as Autumn Whirlwind behind that deals animal damage to opponents at set intervals. Yeah, that's it. And it's imbued with elemental damage, so yeah, you need to play him with someone that can leave elements on the field. And it's good to... wind is always good to make elemental reactions. Okay, last but not least, we have Yanfei. I've played a little bit with her. She's not that great. Yeah, I think she's cool. When a fireball conjured by Yanfei normal attack hits an opponent, it grants her a Scarlet Seal that decreases their stamina consumption. Upon releasing a charge attack, all Scarlet Seals will be consumed, increasing the AoE and damage of this charge attack based on the amount of Scarlet Seals consumed. Yeah. Yanfei's elemental skill deals AoE pyro damage and grants her the maximum number of Scarlet Seals. Elemental Burst also deals AoE pyro damage and causes her to gain Brilliance, which increases the damage dealt by her charge attacks and grants Yanfei Scarlet Seals at fixed intervals. So she's great at dealing... well, she's a character to use with charge attacks. When you attack, you see that square over there, 2 and 3. 3 squares. Oops, I should have made the 3 squares. whenever she has still 3 squares, you need to... I don't know if they reset it to change characters. When she does her ulti, it recharges everything. Recharges, bams. Did you jump, my daughter? Yeah, that's it. You should always make a lot of charge attacks with her. Okay. Next stage. Oh, we have this option here. Oh no, exit stage. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Let me collect the reward. It's not much. The best rewards, of course, are for the characters of 5 stars, which always give 20 Primo Gems. The other ones don't. I don't know why they didn't put all the characters. So the other character is Barbara, which is a healer. I was comparing Shinkyu to Yellen. Yellen is the strong version of Shinkyu. That's it. She's like a Shinkyu on steroids. The only thing she doesn't do is heal. Look, a cat.
Seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs as far as the eye.
Para com o pé, chata.
Is this
Laetitia.
really okay?
So the new character. Oh, need to put this on auto.
I told you I
Is
could
Chiori.
using the
Yeah.
leftover funds from the
I
original
wasn't
deposit.
sure
Don't tell me
on
you're
her
afraid that I
name.
cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. So
I made like 30 rolls,
dream to wear
but
a
I didn't
Chiori
get her.
boutique dress for my wedding. I really
I
thought
rather
the chance had
save my
passed me by.
primos for the next ban, not this one right now, but the next update, which will have
At her shop today?
Arlequina, the father. I think it's her name. Perhaps it's because of Fountain Fashion Week. Oh, that's
You've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not
Vamos
post
mostrar
around
essa carinha
or
linda
store
para
it on
termos
the
views
direct
e
sunlight.
donations.
I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. From the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
You're actually at your shop today.
Ih,
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid.
we actually wanted to ask about Fountain Fashion Week.
That. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, The fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chiori designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home!
Tens uma penda.
Something like that.
Tens uma penda, filha. Uma penda para
We're
mim.
a long way from Inazuma,
Uma penda para
though.
mim, filha.
Aren't you concerned that your shipment
Kate.
might get lost or stolen along the way?
Do filho do pai. Uau, que
No
bebê
need to
tão
worry.
lindo. Quem é
I've
este
already
bebê
taken
lindo?
steps to ensure that it'll arrive
És tu?
safely. I've been
Ah, mas
trusted the
sabes
job
com
to
cabelo
Comedy
grande
Express's
ainda.
most reliable courier.
Uau, obrigado.
Excuse
Está
me.
muito giro. Foste tu que fizeste, filha.
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Outra, mãe.
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Kara's the courier you were talking about.
Só se vê bem com o coração.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon.
O essencial é
Fancy seeing
invisível
you
aos
here in
olhos.
Fontaine. It's been a while.
Também pintaste o embrulho. It was indeed.
Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flip a delivery job
Ah,
now,
estavas
isn't
a
it?
pintar. Muito
Oh, you
bem.
somehow always happen to catch me
Obrigado,
off
filho.
my
Posso dar um
game,
chico
huh?
coração?
So,
Sim?
what was the holdup? Sailing
Obrigado,
delays,
meu
bad
amor.
weather.
Huh? No, nothing like that.
Quer ir para o colo do pai?
I just ran into
Oh,
a bit of
peixe.
trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a little lost.
Your tails.
Keeping
Tá
you
bem ao
honest as
rabo.
always, I
Está
see.
contente? Quem está contente abana o rabo. Também estás contente? Abana o rabo. Abana o rabo.
Alright. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine. They were a little
Então,
different from the ones I
o
usually
que é que tu
run
fizeste?
into. I could hear
Fizeste
them
pum na
mumbling
minha
about
perna?
Comedy Express.
Ah, malandro. Vou dar pum na tua
Obvious
perna
they
também.
were looking for someone with two tails.
Cheira mal. Não, não. Não cheira mal.
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they stuffed me into my delivery box and
morreste
tossed
com
me
cheiro.
into the sea to drown.
Cheira muito, muito mal.
Oh, are you okay, Kira?
Are you okay, Kirara?
I'm good.
Sim,
I'm still
estás
a
bem,
young boy
menina.
after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Tá bem.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Well,
Queres?
Perhaps I need to
Tem iogurte.
reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
you always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk.
Sim.
So, I kind of wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me. So I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some
Danones.
time. He said
Posso
that a
abrir?
certain person had commissioned them to intercept
Não,
Chiori
só tem
Boutique's
duas.
delivery.
Que é
Who
esta?
might this person be?
Chiori,
Morango e banana.
why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and
Queres
we
lamber?
still got Fashion Week to worry about.
Lhaps.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara.
Lhaps.
But if I don't teach
Toma,
this
segura
person a
com as duas
lesson, I doubt they'll stop here. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Yeah.
All right. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter. No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
And it's gone.
No. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Well,
Não?
she's always been the type of
Já não
person
tá
to face
contente.
things head on.
Já não está a abanar o rabo.
With her fiery temper, I'm just worried
Como é
that
que
what
é?
she's about to do will feel negative publicity
Está tudo
about
bem,
her.
Rafaelzinho? Bem-vindo ao canal.
Fashion
Olha, há um giveaway, by the way.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal
Estava a
employee
pensar.
of
Não, eu ainda nem
Korean
tinha dito. Eu
Express,
comecei a
it
live
would be
e nem tinha
appropriate
dito
for
que
me to
havia um
get
giveaway.
involved.
Isso é sempre a mesma porcaria. Eu esqueço-me sempre. No início, quando o giveaway é novo, nunca digo. Sure! Então o giveaway está aí no link, obviamente. Podes meter no Twitch, ponto de exclamação, giveaway. Também aparece aí o link. E aí podes ganhar bué de jogos para o Steam. São 8 jogos. Desta vez são 8 jogos. Porque este menino fez 3 anos agora e eu decidi, vou fazer um giveaway. Com muitos jogos. E pronto. E assim eu fiz. Alrighty then. Where to? Here. Let's go. Está ali a falar com a... Como é que chama esta?
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Hello. Chevreuse.
Chevreuse, we meet again.
Are you on patrol? Are you out on patrol? Has everything been going well?
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of
É,
recruits thanks to
tenho
that
uma
film
pala
we
no...
made.
Uma tala.
I
Uma
suppose
pala,
the
não
trade-off
sei.
is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on patrol. Not ideal, if you ask me.
Well, you were one of the leading
Don't be so
roles
hot.
after all.
So, did something happen?
Indeed it did.
Pufas!
Come with me. I only ever hear
Ai
that
ai,
from
esse
you.
cara vai sujar tudo,
Usually
filho.
I'm the one asking people to do
Já
that.
está? Pai, põe ali.
Well-
Ainda tem um bocadinho.
Are you coming?
Not before I know what you're
Mas a
planning.
boca toda suja,
Have
só
I
para
ever
limpar
made
a
a
tua
bad
boca.
call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is
Um,
something you should be
no.
telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report
Eh.
a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither.
Não.
I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain. So
Ah,
I don't
Dodói,
do anything
tadinho,
too out of line.
tadinho do Dodó.
Are you planning to?
Foi uma vaca que comeu a
If I
tua
can
mão.
help it.
Não, foi a faca.
Uma faca?
Alright. Where
Quem é
is
que
this
deixou
person?
usar a faca?
Follow me.
Fui eu.
Foste tu.
Cortei-me.
Cortaste, mas tu não podes usar a faca, filho.
Não.
Não.
Olha, o menino.
O menino.
É menino.
Where to? Damn.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevreuse, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work.
Pretty well.
You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of
Scratch my
situation.
balls and I scratch yours.
Does Chiori often need your help?
Essa coisinha fofa é o Vicente. Como é que chamas?
I'd say it's mutual.
Não sabes? Estás a gozar
Special
comigo,
Patrol
Sócio.
needs her help quite often as
Como é que
well.
chamas?
We've got tough problems of our
Diz lá
own.
o teu nome todo.
Getting people to talk, for example. The uniform, the musket,
Vicente Tujeira.
they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us.
És
Sealed
tu?
so tight,
E
getting
eu?
them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Meripede. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing
pai é o
faster
pai.
than the waters at the fountain of
Capiche?
Lucine.
Como é que chama o pai?
Oh, is it because they're trying to
Sabe,
show off
sabes?
or something?
Não sei.
Como é que, qual é o nome do pai?
André.
Yep.
É
People are
André.
vain
André quê?
creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new
Não
developments in
sabes?
their
É o mesmo
lives
apelido que o
or
teu,
show
Sócio.
off how much they know about other people.
Mas
And
não
nothing
existe
brings
no
out that sort of
canal.
vanity
É
quite like fashion.
Vicente, Tujeira
As
e
a result,
André.
Chiori often picks up on all
Tujeira.
kinds of information in her
Não.
shop.
Sim.
Most of her customers are members of the class, which means they're pretty much big gills in wealth and
No
intel.
outro dia tivemos a jogar Patrulha Pata.
Scratch my back
Ele teve a
and
jogar
I'll
Patrulha
scratch
Pata.
yours.
O teu primeiro live stream, não foi?
E o Vicente
Exactly.
também.
Não,
I'm
foi
also
só
here to
tu, não
ensure
foi o
Chiori's
Vicente
safety.
também.
Those
Foi
who
só
make
tu,
trouble
eu
for
não.
her also
Só
tend
tu é
to
que
be
te
rich and
tiveste a
powerful.
jogar. Pai, não.
And in some very rare cases,
Eu
I'm
não.
forced to protect other
Eu
people
sim,
from
meu
Chiori
pai
herself.
sim.
So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened.
Olha, estão a cuscar a cena toda.
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made
Muito
trouble for
feia.
Chiori several times already.
Qual foi?
He's fond of pretty much
Foi
every
muito
dirty
feia.
trick in the book.
Sim.
Oh,
Tá
I heard that even the
unhas?
Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior.
não vês que
So
tão
he's
grandes.
back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
Mas sabe.
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
Está assim, fixe. Sim, obrigado. Estão a dizer que és muito fofo.
Isso.
Assim não vem, tens que meter a mão cá em cima.
Isso.
Fixe, e sou eu, sou o Fishman. What? Olha, já estou perdido.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
You know something. Uta,
Has anyone
that's
ever
a
taught
Viking name.
The definition of stupidity
Does everyone ever taught you the definition of insanity?
is doing the same meaningless thing
pegar
over
assim, hã?
and over again.
That's not
It
stupidity,
appears
that's
you've
insanity.
forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me
And
to
expect
refresh
different
your
outcomes.
memory. Lay
Isso é
off the
do
dirty tricks.
Far Cry 3.
Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that
Ah,
big.
saúde!
Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain
Que
from
nojo,
engaging in such
que nojo.
disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Coisinha fofa, mas
Apologies, officer.
nojento.
I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon. How did he just go flying out like that?
Such incredible strength, such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting
Remember?
compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that.
Finally free.
But
Sim, sou.
displayed neither shame nor remorse.
Sou de Portugal.
He kept running his mouth with
E
insults
estou em
and
Portugal.
threats.
E aquele menino
Insults and
também
threats so
está
bad
em
that he
Portugal
deserved to be
comigo.
tossed out like a sack of
E a minha
trash.
mulher também está em Portugal, mas ela nasceu no
They
Brasil
were that
originalmente.
bad. He deserved to get knocked down a
Mas veio
peg.
para cá muito pequenina.
It's the only way
Mas
to
a
get him
minha
to
sogra,
stop.
ela sim é
You could
brasileira
have
de raiz.
reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
Ok?
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I
I'll
scratch
scratch
yours.
yours. Okay, let's go back. Just this. I know a shortcut. Oh damn. It's not that short.
We're back.
Guess who's back? Como é, Zin? Está-se bem, mano?
You were gone for an awfully long time.
O Zin já está
Please tell me nothing bad happened.
já está em
There's
casa.
nothing to worry
Estás
about.
aí com um vizinho, Zin,
All you
hoje.
need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
O Zin também está no Brasil.
I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking
Zin,
about?
já participaste no
You didn't
giveaway?
do anything wrong.
Hum?
Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rasula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Okay, since she's patrol on the patrol, just think of it as you scratch my back and I scratch yours type of situation.
Yes,
Exactly.
well put.
We're stealing.
Well, if you
Or
think it's
info.
a good idea, Traveler, then... I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important?
Então, boa sorte. O giveaway, pronto, ainda falta muito tempo para o giveaway acabar. Ainda agora começou. Eu fiz um giveaway, como dei muitos jogos, eu meti o giveaway assim mais comprido. Portanto, acho que deve ser o giveaway mais comprido que eu estou a fazer.
Isn't your brand already really
Acho que
famous,
já
Chiori?
fiz um também com
Clothes
8
are so
jogos,
pretty and so nice to wear.
que
I can't help
por
but brag about
acaso
them to my customers
também
whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still
eram jogos também poderosos. Estes aqui são mais jogos assim, mais para o indie.
Oh,
I mean,
Mas pronto,
the amount of places
agora
that
não
I
há
deliver to,
capital para
it's only natural
arranjar
that some
jogos
people from other
Bomba
nations
2.
haven't heard of it.
Isto é só prendinha. Eu espero que ganhe alguém que costuma vir aqui ao canal. Cruzo sempre os dedos, porque eu faço sempre o Insta Story quando eu faço a cena do giveaway.
your business would
Eu
have to
cruzo
get
sempre os dedos
pretty
para que
huge
seja alguém
then.
conhecido a ganhar.
Wait,
Já
I
aconteceu.
could just go
Já
to any
aconteceu.
Chiori branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Ok, já há mime só para o Brasil.
Alternatively, of course,
Também quer ver.
You could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Fala assim. Do you need us for the runway too? Can we keep the outfits? Yeah.
Most of the clothes you see during Fashion Week are meant to showcase the designer's vision. They're not exactly suitable for ready-to-wear use. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already, she's not a little kid!
Prémio é prémio, né? Nem preciso saber o que é. São prémios gratuitos, são jogos. É assim, eu metade dos jogos. Não, mais de metade dos jogos que estão lá. Quase todos os jogos que estão no giveaway eu já tenho. Por isso é que eu estou a dar. Porque normalmente eu gosto de comprar jogos na Humble Bundle. Também tem um link no Discord. Se quiserem comprar jogos pelos links que eu ponho lá, eu ganho uma porcentagem. Mas esse site basicamente agarra em parte das vendas e doa a instituições de caridade. Por isso é que eu gosto de comprar jogos por lá. Também podem comprar jogos novos lá. Por norma até estão ao mesmo preço que no Steam. Ou às vezes têm descontos de 5% ou assim. Mas o fixe é que parte desse valor vai para instituições de caridade de todo o mundo. E às vezes há instituições. Às vezes são giveaways que são tão fixe. Que eu. Giveaways. São bundles tão fixe que eu tenho que comprar aquilo, né? Eu fico naquela. Não, isto são jogos muito bons. Eu tenho que comprar. Outras vezes. Outras vezes é basicamente instituições que eu me identifico tanto que eu compro o bundle. E pronto, e depois tipo, às vezes fico com jogos repetidos, mas para dar nos giveaways. Né? Eu estou de graça, é gratuito. Ajuda ao canal, porque se vocês fizerem as cenas também vão partilhar aquilo com outras pessoas, que por sua vez também vão partilhar, blá 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 blá. Portanto, também me ajuda.
You'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They
Por isso
took
é
care to
isso,
clear the
nem
path
interessa, né?
beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially
Fixe e forte. E tenho pelos no sovaco.
Well,
Tenho estado a treinar. O que é que achas? Estou a brincar, não tenho nada. Mas devia. Sexo conta como exercício?
I'll go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Set them up? How exactly?
É que se contar,
Carefully organized,
então não tenho
ready to wear
estado a
clothes
treinar a
with
mim.
an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Pronto, então vai dar ao mesmo.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Qual é que escolhemos? Ok, aqui é o kimono, right? E nós uma kimono. Que é um man. Man. Acho que é assim. Toda a semana. Quem me dera conseguir fazer toda a semana. Tipo, sem parar. A semana toda. Isso mata do coração. Não dá.
Not bad.
Acho que sim. Isso quando tens filhos é mais complicado, né?
Anyway,
Mas acho que ainda
let's move
está
on to the real
a
task at
semanal.
hand.
Só depois dos 40 é que passa para mensal.
I'll take your measurements first.
Já faltam mais. Quer dizer, posso sempre fazer sozinho, né?
Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Too bad.
Estes
Your
mitos, se eu
gown
não
will be ready
fizesse,
next week,
estes mitos
so
já...
there's no need to worry about missing the ball.
Missing a
Or did
ball.
you come here today because you'd like
Não
to
faz
make a
mal
new
não teres
request,
uma bola.
perhaps?
É isso que ela está a dizer. Só tiveres um testículo,
No.
não tiveres os dois.
Nothing
Não
like
faz
that,
mal.
Miss Chiori.
There's nothing bad
To be
missing a ball.
honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you
Oh.
can't return any materials you've already used.
Someone...
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne?
Someone
plans
menaced her.
changed?
You can
It's all right.
speak.
I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Or wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
Vai se food.
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Oops.
Another one?
Is there
Someone.
some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
Vai.
What brag are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
What?
Calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
What?
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
Damn.
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning.
Lolzinho.
I've already proved
Esse-
there's nothing wrong with them.
Esse
If a little hearsay and baseless
emote
slander
a
are enough
chorar.
to convince you,
Eu nem
then
faço.
by all means, go
Tens
ahead
tempo,
and
mano.
hand over your garments right
Não
now.
preocupes.
Spare yourself from that
Ainda
flood
és
of
novo.
yours. Or have you not been
Acho,
convinced
acho
of
que
that
tinha
one just yet?
atividade
You...
na minha primeira vez, por isso.
Miss Chiori?
É este ano, mano, é
Go
este ano.
outside
O
and help
importante
these
é
customers with their return
ser com alguém que a gente
requests.
gosta. Isso parece bem
There's no need
clichê,
to ask
mas olha,
why.
é bem verdade.
We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Isso é o mais importante.
Alright.
And
What the
once you're
fuck?
done,
Que
put up
mundo
the
é
sign that
este?
says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Chiori.
These rumors.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
Pronto.
It's
Sim,
our
correr dá para fazer
accessory
sozinho.
supplier. They just
Sexo
sent
não.
word that they'll no longer
Só se
be able
tivesse
to
uma
supply
piroca
us
enorme.
during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Yep.
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. All the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Yep.
Olaf, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
We'll go with you. Maybe we'll be able to find out what happened.
And we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
Go to the supplier. Oh, okay. I thought I needed to go upstairs. Okay, it's faster this way.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Let's kick him, kick his ass. Huh? Is it upstairs? Hey, motherfucker. Open up. This is the police.
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see.
It was
You know,
him.
There are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this for a very long
Ok.
time.
Olha, mas Zin, ovelhas e galinhas não conta, tá?
Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
What sort of photo?
A photo of you
Estou a brincar.
beating up
Então
someone on the
pronto.
street yesterday.
Também não é.
Yesterday,
Eu também não. Não, eu sentia, quando era novo sentia bué. Mas acho que hoje em dia sempre estou a
I've got
mudar.
a copy.
Já é uma cena menos comum. E a cena principal é que. Deixa eu bater located. Pode não ser para todos. Eu neste momento só sinto pela minha mulher. Pronto, é um bocado decadente dizer. Chiori boutique located with a good court of. Okay, this is saying bad.
behind
Chiori
the
bad
scenes,
girl.
the true Chiori boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chiori brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
But Uther arrest Chiori first. He even hired some goons to attack her career.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon, but it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just
Isso é
going
lá
to
no
forget
Iraque,
about in
né?
a day or two.
No Iraque é que fazem isso.
Especially when they found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
Never.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Fair enough. Then I suppose
Epá, no outro dia eu vi. Essas velhas são fofas para passar a mão. E não só. Estou a brincar. O pinto.
None of them want to be implicated in all of this either.
No outro dia vi umas ovelhas que tinham um rabo que parecia gelatina. Estava lá uma senhora a fazer assim no rabo dela e o rabo. Ok, pronto, está explicado porque é que os talibãs. Não justifica, acho.
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uther knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
That's
Nice journalist. We need more like you.
able to get some people back on our side.
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Olaf told me you were all together.
She was just
What?
here.
Ninja.
Maybe she went over there? Let's go check.
Let's go. She's beating up someone already.
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before. Really? How was it? The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
This is all Uter's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could. Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then. Olaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of
Mano,
mora, but we get by.
assim, não é que seja, eu percebo que não queiras comentar, mas porque isso provavelmente é coisas que não definem. Eu também tenho muitos segredos. Oi, The Rifle! Não é segredos, também tem muitas coisas na minha vida que eu não comento, não são segredos, mas não são coisas que me definem. Por isso é normal. Mas não sabia, não fazia a menor ideia, como podes calcular. Mas também não vai afetar a minha visão sobre ti.
It left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress
Eu já
from what was
conheci
left of the
algumas
original
pessoas que
deposit?
eram.
Yes. When I came to cancel
Eu
the
tenho medo de estar a
order,
dizer porcaria
she
e de
asked
ser um
if
bocado
something
ignorante
happened,
nessas cenas.
and I told her
Acho que é
everything.
sexual.
She heard me
São
out,
pessoas que
and then
não,
told me not to worry.
que não sentem atração
She
por outras
assured me
pessoas.
that the deposit I paid
E
would be
uma
enough
dessas
for
pessoas
the
que eu
dress,
conheci até me dava muito bem, era uma pessoa muito fixe,
and that she'd be able to finish
que
making it in
era uma
time
pessoa
as well.
muito social,
She promised that I'd be
o que
able
até era
to
um
wear
bocado
the
estranho.
Chiori dress
Que era
on
uma
my
pessoa
wedding
muito
day.
social, até foi jogar Dungeons and Dragons pela primeira vez com essa pessoa e com um grupo de amigos dela. Era uma rapariga, pronto.
It is good. It's just after I went
E ela
home
era tipo
yesterday,
assexual,
I couldn't
não
help but pick
sentia
out the dress and
atração
try it on. My fiancé
física ou
happened to walk into
psicológica
the room
tipo por
and when he
ninguém.
saw me, he froze on the spot.
Atração sexual, sim, sexual.
shame.
Ela sentia-se
He's not
atraído
supposed to see it
pela
until the
personalidade
wedding
das
day.
pessoas a nível de fazer amigos e
see,
grupos de
that
amigos
wasn't
grandes.
actually the issue.
Agora,
He's seen a lot of wedding
que eu
dresses
saiba, ela
in his
nunca tinha
time doing business. So as
o
soon as
tempo que
he
eu me
saw
dava
it,
com ela, que foram
he
uns
knew for
bons 3
sure that
anos,
it must have cost far
ou
more than
quase
what we
3 anos,
paid.
ela não
Huh? So wait,
namorou
that
com
means
ninguém e nunca demonstrou ter
Yeah.
interesse amoroso por ninguém.
Miss Chiori covered all the costs
Mas hoje em dia é
until
normal.
nothing back.
Antigamente é que era
The
tipo,
fabric, accessories,
isto
aiding,
aqui, não sei o
construction.
quê, isto é
It
muito
was all the
estranho,
highest
mas
quality.
ninguém é assim. Não, havia bué pessoas tipo iguais, as pessoas às vezes são bué de iguais.
I'd
Só
really
que as
like to
pessoas
use
têm
your
medo
story for a piece
ou
I'm writing
vergonha
about the
de
boutique.
falar das coisas e
Would you
depois
mind
pensam
going
que
on
são
the
as
record?
únicas. Mas não, há
Huh?
montes de pessoas
Well,
assim.
If it would help Miss Chiori out,
Dreyfel,
wouldn't
como é que é?
mind
Está tudo bem, Dreyfel? Obrigadão pelo raid. Bem-vindo, pessoal. Dreyfel, giveaway a bombar, não te esqueças de participar. Também, se calhar já viste no... acho que nem meti isso no meu Discord. Eu sou muito triste. Giveaway já está a bombar há 5 dias. E eu nem sequer pus no Discord.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Você me conhe? Você me conhe?
I remember now. There
Erros
was one
gramaticais é
close
que
by
não.
the sea. Miss Chiori would
Eu
always
admito
go
tudo,
there
Zino, mas
whenever
erros
she was
gramaticais... Não estou a brincar.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia.
Sim,
and you
agora
two can
não
go
acho
look
que
for
isso
Miss Chiori.
seja algo que define, mas pronto.
Alright, sounds good.
E provavelmente vou esquecer. Tipo, às vezes eu esqueço as coisas muito fácil. Não é esquecer, é tipo. Também não é esquecimento seletivo, que há muitas pessoas que têm isso. Que esquecem coisas de propósito. Elas não esquecem, elas fingem que esquecem. Tipo o António que me deve 30 euros, né? Estou a brincar. Eu nunca... conheço o António, conheço. O meu cunhado é António. António Miguel, mas toda a gente chama ele de Miguel. Ele não gosta do nome António. Mas não, o meu cunhado de 15 anos, de 14 anos, faz 15 agora, não me deve 30 euros, coitado do puto. Vai-se
How
suicidar.
did you know where Alof told you, didn't she?
She did. We were
35 é muito baixo, mano. Eu acho que tu tens 3 dígitos de KI.
to thank you for the dress.
Ou se não tens, quase lá.
You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
Olha, isso é um traço mais interessante do que qualquer outro traço. É o QI. Eu gostava de falar com as pessoas e saber qual o QI delas. It's pretty high up. It doesn't look like there's a lot of space.
Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Quer dizer, olá, o meu nome é André, tenho 37 anos e o meu QI é de 125. Ok, prazer. Porque o QI revela muito sobre as pessoas, né? Se tu tiveres amigos que têm um QI tipo de 20 ou 30 ou 40, 20 eu acho que já é tipo ali no border com o mongolismo. Mas pronto, eu sou o Norberto, tenho 58 de QI. Ok, prazer, Norberto. Já sei que tu tens um QI baixo, vais estar a insistir comigo que o mundo é plano. Não vou debater contigo, não vale a pena. Se calhar as pessoas estúpidas são assim, as pessoas estúpidas discutem com as inteligentes insistentemente, de modo a arrastar as pessoas inteligentes para a estupidez e depois ganham por experiência, porque eles já são estúpidos desde que nasceram. E por isso não vale a pena discutir com pessoas burras.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as I could. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Epá, lá está, eu acho que tens à volta de 100.
My parents noticed.
Sim, eu acho que em média as pessoas, dependendo dos países, né? Tem entre 80 e 110, ou o que é? Ou 120. Se tu tiveres mais de 120 já és uma pessoa inteligente. E assim as impressões que eu tenho da maior parte das pessoas que eu conheço e com quem me dou é que é tipo têm 100 de cair. 90 já é um número bom, atenção. Mas pronto, 100, 100 e pouco. Fizeste aqueles testes Do que 144 és quase um gênio.
Worse,
Se calhar, e podes ter, porque o QI não significa. Como é que eu ia dizer?
No wonder you left Inazuma.
O QI não significa.
I was angry and
Nem sempre as pessoas que têm o maior QI são as que se dão melhor na vida. Aliás, pelo contrário. As pessoas com maior QI têm mais tendência a ter depressão, porque
Well, that's a great
apercebem-se da porcaria que o mundo é e a porcaria que o mundo está.
I came all the way to the court of Fontaine.
E pronto.
A city
Isso
often referred to as the
não sei se
capital
estás todos a
of arts
comprovar
and
isso, mas é a minha teoria.
I had a lot of fun starting out.
Aliás, acho que há alguns estudos que apontam para isso. Quanto mais inteligente a pessoa, maior a probabilidade de ter depressão e cenas assim.
I had a far more naive view of fashion back then.
E pronto.
As long as something was pretty, it would
É
become
isso.
popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
Well, I know. Pensei que isto era uma ilha a voar. I know someone who absolutely adored your designs and dreamed of wearing one at their wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia?
Yep.
Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the
Mas
first time I ever
144
heard
é
something
bué
like
alto.
that from one of my
Pensei que
customers.
tinhas tipo
Who would have thought?
108,
Even as I continue to
112.
pursue my dream,
110, vá.
my work has also become someone
Eu
else's.
também fiz testes e também o meu QI também apareceu alto, mas eu não acho que seja assim tão alto. Eu acho que estou a ficar mais burro e
That's
ainda
enough
bem.
sightseeing for one day.
Isso que
Time to come up with
pessoa
a way
burra é
out of this
feliz,
mess.
burro é feliz, burro não
looks like you've
vive
got
o
your
momento,
game face back.
aprecia tipo o que está a viver, não
was never
pensa
going to be
demasiado.
bad.
Pessoa que é
I
inteligente
did
pensa
say I
demasiado,
wasn't
pensa
set, didn't
no
I?
futuro, preocupa-se
Paimon
em
thinks we
antecipação
should
com
look for
coisas que
evidence
provavelmente
that
nunca vão
Uter wrote that
acontecer.
article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders
E
to
pronto.
attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those
É difícil gerir essa cena toda. Sou tão inteligente que é difícil gerir a minha inteligência.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring,
Não, eu não acho que
I won't
sejas.
stop her either.
Eu acho que és inteligente.
I know where Uter's clothing factory is
Pois,
located.
por exemplo,
It
olha,
might be a
eu
good place to start
quando
looking for
estava
some
no primeiro
evidence.
ano, ou no segundo, já não lembro, quando era miúdo, queriam-me fazer saltar um ano. Porque diziam que o meu
Huh?
pênis
When
era
did
bem
this
grande.
become an
Não,
either-or situation? Find incriminating
diziam
evidence or
que
participate in
o
Fashion Week.
meu,
I'm doing both.
a minha velocidade em empreender era bastante superior aos outros e que eu ia ficar.
designs were unusable without them?
Ia-me
Well,
sentir
it's true that I haven't
desmotivado,
quite figured out what to
pouco
do about
desafiado.
that, but to tell you the truth,
E depois perguntaram ao meu pai
even here in
se ele queria que eu saltasse um ano.
every time I see the
E
sea,
o meu pai disse
I
que
can't
não.
help but
Porquê?
remember
Porque
Inazuma
também
and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
era porque. Já me lembro.
The sea.
Ups. Porque
Seashells, coral.
quando saltas um ano e depois vais ficar, obviamente, como meninos um ano mais velho que tu. E depois podes ter dificuldade em integrar-te. E pronto, e podes ficar tímido, podes
Let's take a dip, shall
ter
we?
problemas sociais e ansiedade e essas cenas. E o meu pai disse que sinceramente, não sei. Gostava de ver universos paralelos. Às vezes eu penso nisso. E penso, onde é que eu estaria? E faço cenários e imagino coisas. Onde é que eu estaria se isso tivesse acontecido? É bem interessante fazer isso.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitwal? Or a pearl, maybe?
What?
Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us!
Tem aqui tanta coisa que eu não fiz. Fuck you all. Tanta manta. Eu ainda não explorei muito este mapa, mas pronto. Da Zamera. É estas merdinhas que eu tenho que apanhar? Não. What the fuck? Oh não. Eu troquei o meu poder. Yeah. Eu preciso do poder da raia. Onde raio está? Ah, está aqui uma. Se bem que a gente não veio aqui para fazer isso, mas pronto. Ah, sim. Mas isso é... Isso é uma... As pessoas que se acham mais inteligentes, por norma, são mais burras. As pessoas que são inteligentes sabem que nada sabem. Como dizia o grande filósofo Zezé Camarinha. E até pode ir brincar com isso. As pessoas inteligentes, as pessoas burras, acham que sabem bué. Where are you going? Oh, no you don't. Ah, tenho que apanhar estes materiais todos. Ok, está tudo. O que foi?
These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget, we've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu?
Sounds pretty similar to one we've had with Ganyu before. I guess going after what you want means making certain sacrifices.
Ganyu? Who's that?
You'll know them in the
Who
future.
does way too much overtime? Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well,
Não,
I
isso é
cannot.
assim.
One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it
Se as
takes to
pessoas burras acham que são inteligentes,
all this grit and
as pessoas
determination.
inteligentes que acham que são
It
burras
reminds
são
me
bem
of the first
inteligentes.
fashion week I ever participated in.
São ainda mais. Não, não tem nada a ver. Acho eu que não tem nada a ver.
Let me
Como
see.
podes calcular, os meus
I suppose all there's left
estudos
to
não
do
são super
is tear up
científicos.
all the outfits currently on display.
You got it. Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits.
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Okay, then here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day,
É assim, o difícil é saber como usar a inteligência de modo prático, pragmático, realmente útil.
Just this once, though.
São as pessoas inteligentes que mudam o mundo, né? Que inventam coisas. Mas eu acho que o mais importante que ser inteligente para se mudar o mundo é ter paixão. Dismantle the clothes. Where the hell are the clothes? É. Que abuso. Estou a partir de tudo. Se tiveres inteligência, mas não tiveres paixão, amor por aquilo que fazes, não há de chegar assim muito longe.
I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
Hey, was the one who did it. Boss, please go easy on us.
Huh?
What now?
What is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
Indeed.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette?
É o problema
I'll need their
do...
help as well.
Gladly.
I'm done with my interview.
O problema das pessoas inteligentes é precisamente esse.
What happened to the boutique?
É que não usam
Who did
o seu
this?
potencial.
Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Not this again.
Chiori. Que foi? Hã? O que é que queres, sócio? Porque é que tu não sabes dormir tipo no colo? Aliás, tu só sabes dormir no colo, porque é que não vais dormir tipo noutros sítios? Porque é que não deixas, quando dormes num colo, não nos deixas passar para outros sítios, é? Estamos cansados, filha. É. Are they far? Yes, they are. Epá, a minha teoria é, para mim e para ti, sozinho, é que a gente é tão inteligente que nem sabe o que fazer a tanta inteligência. É, tu és inteligente. É.
Great, you're both here.
A moment
Vidinha
later,
boa.
you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori.
Hum.
She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect. She was the one who sent us.
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all
Help
we'll
is
need to
on
do?
the way.
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Pedaço de bolo.
Paimon's glad to hear it. Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right? Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Uther fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion. She said that it'd be like,
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second.
Yeah, something like that.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
All right, we're counting on you.
Hum.
Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Uther's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence there.
É.
Oh, I'm sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Alrighty then, quest complete. Let's go. Do the cutty. 2 days later. Damn. Okay. 1, 2. Que foi, macaquinha? Não dormes, depois ficas chateada o dia todo. Oops. I think that's good enough. Yep. To the factory. Zin, porta-te bem, fica cool. See you later, alligator. Está quieta, demónia. Obrigadão por teres dado cá um saltinho. By the way, os teus olhos estão melhores ou ainda está tudo zoado? Bem, não deve estar muito melhor, né? Mas pronto. Espero que estejas melhorzito. O zóio. Filha. Está quieta, demónia.
Pot of tea with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens.
Oops. Wrong way.
A hot bowl of fresh congee.
Ela está ali escondida.
Dope breakfast right there. The perfect way to start.
Está quieta, demónia.
Chiori, how are the new outfits coming along?
Fogo.
You look kind of tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Olaf. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's pretty real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of being ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uther has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
Yep.
His factory is usually open to the public.
Então, o
It
que é que
may
ele
not be
disse?
open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can't
Estás
stop
melhor?
by for it to
Precisas continuar a ter cuidado?
We're
Estás a ter
just
bom
curious
cuidado?
customers after all, aren't we?
Oops.
Well,
Ah,
when you
oops.
put it that way...
Ah, oops.
Anyway, Uther's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
Alright.
It's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from
Mano,
a place
tens
like
que ir
that.
força, vai. Explica, mas depois da próxima vez,
Let's all be on our
para a
guard.
semana, provavelmente, quando eu fizer outro live, explicas como é que está isso. Pô, agora estou a imaginar aí a explicação científica que vais dar. Sim, um está melhor, o outro está pior, por isso está na mesma. Eles estão-se a equilibrar. Ei, ó filha, para! Está quieta, chata. Chata. Tu és chata. Tenho que subir aqui. Yep, probably. Utter's Factory. Aha! He's a bad guy, he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy, gonna kick his butt. Estou a dizer para levar pedra.
I'll take the lead today.
Let's take stone. Navia, almighty powerful. Ah! Está quieto. Tem a ver com o teu humor? Mano, estou a ficar muito confuso. Quando estás bem disposto, vês melhor, mas quando estás mal disposto, vês mal. Como é que é? Temos que levar uma healer, filho. Temos raio, fogo, pode ser gelo. Gelo, gelo, gelo. Ah não, temos aqui esta healer fixe. Fixe woman. Ih, anda peidinho, filha. Ah, ok, pronto. Tchau, mano. Porta-te bem. Stay cool. Até à próxima. Obrigadão por teres dado aí um saltinho. Para de bater o pé. Eu quando falo é quando ela faz pior. Ah, temos a Chiori. Tira a meia, tira.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape.
É, filha, ganda pum. Tá quieta com o
Follow
pé.
me, dear guests.
More. Filha, para. Fogo. Tamara.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Lothair seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems like Lothair's workspace, all right. Let's see what we can find.
Listen, 10,000 million employee truly expenses. Okay, these are the costs. Tá quieta. Fogo, pá. Vou-te meter no chão, sócia. Tá quieta! Tamara! E ali o que é que está aqui? Chiori shall arrive in the city in the morning via... Ela fez cocô, pode fazer a cadeirinha dela, se faz favor.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room.
It's a trap.
Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
Então,
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like there's someplace deeper inside the factory.
Come on now.
oh, is the one. Filha, o que é que tu fizeste? Está quieta. Está quieta. Está quieta, demónia.
Look out! There are guards here!
Up to it, Monzai!
Hold the lamp. Emerge. Billowing surge. This one's got your name on it.
Está quieta, filha. Poças.
Eu já disse, eu vou buscá-la. Estava a pôr aqui as coisas para ela tomar banho, meu. Por que estás a ter obrigado? Então eu gostava de tanto esperar que...
Eu não sei se ela fez cocô, ela fez fila de puns. Eu disse que ela estava lá.
What a nuisance.
Ouch. Didn't saw that coming.
This place is filthy. Are the clothes from Uther's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Ooh, that water looks super nasty. Oh, Paimon can smell the stench from all the way over here.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uther?
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrifying. Let's take some photos right away as evidence. This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. All right, let's keep going.
Chiori's mental skill can cause her to dash forward. All to aim. Well, now you say. Do you have decided your destruction release to use elemental skill in dash entire location? Okay.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
He wants to trap us in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
But you're practically at each other's throats. Now you're telling us you used to work together?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of, and we parted ways. For my part, I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end, well...
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened Chiori Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything. Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Oh, really?
Right here. Right now. A sight to behold.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Hey there!
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Let's go.
Oops.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning, warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Scheiße.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized
Yeah.
entering expulsion mode.
Really? Pfft.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Isso não está a correr muito
Entering
bem.
expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Aqui já sobes. Isto está aqui a fazer o quê? Nada?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Finally made it out. Huh? Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating
What?
shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning.
Sério?
Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
This is not
Initiating
going
shutdown
well.
procedure.
Vai arrumar o teu quarto já. Não viste também? Tem um bicho aonde? A mãe é um bicho? É um bicho mau ou um bicho bom? Vou dizer à mãe que chamaste de bicho mau a ela. Eu sei, filho.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Ah,
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
finally.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this
No,
evidence
better.
and get out of here. Finally, the entrance. At last.
Yeah, Chris. Bicho mau.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What?
Tiro.
Destroying Chiori Boutique?
Okay.
Or
Tak jest.
continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. Thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all up to that by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You...
Chiori, you've got a show to catch.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us!
No, you go instead.
But he has a gun!
And?
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Stay safe.
Catch up with us soon!
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chiori brand.
Tao. It's Tao time.
The Chiori brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chiori Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chiori brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin.
The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one, not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
Muito giro. Muito lindo.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you,
Yeah.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using weaponry in public. Hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Chevras, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Tá quieto.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly
Para,
scared
faz
me
favor.
half to death.
Fogo, filho. Para.
How about you
Era a
do
tua
me a
irmã,
favor
por causa
and
daquela
tell me in
pontapés,
advance
andaste a
next time you're
gritar.
planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
Gave me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not?
Tá quieto, filho.
A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Sandra, and the man responsible.
Tá quieto, filho.
Sounds pretty
Então
thoughtful,
vai,
if you ask me.
para de estar a gritar.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Olha, leva isto para o lixo.
I would say
Que é o
we've
teu
earned
iogurte.
ourselves
Vai lá
a
pôr no
nice
lixo.
meal for our efforts. Let's go.
Já não tem, já.
Spina's
Deixa
treat.
tudo.
I'll
Sure.
have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Zanger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Shelfress.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with the view? Oh, Paimon knows
Ok, na parte where we jump.
no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
Our special place.
Emerge. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Here, take this.
It's my panties.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chiori Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
I'll take good care of
You've
it.
been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chiori Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
And main brooch woven dreams. Okay, it's done. Chiori's quest. Didn't even add a lot of detective work. Now we have the garden's inventor. I think we still have time to do this, especially because this is not all unlocked, so I need to come back here before this ends, probably when another quest is unlocked. Hello friends, what business do guards have with us? Why don't you take a guess? Is this about us flying around the city and scaling its walls? Is this about me practicing swordplay in the city? Ah, so you've done that too, have you? Hang on, let me add it to the list of charges. Wait, you're trying to trick us. No, I'm just joking. Introduces are in order, I suppose. I'm Chini and this is my senior Frejus. My senior came up with a new invention that needs testing. Will the two of you be interested in help? A new invention? What sort of thing is it? Remote control cannon. As you can see, early turret models require an operator nearby, in which case an enemy just needs to aim at the cannon and get rid of both. But if such weapons can be controlled remotely, well, we can minimize casualties. Casualties? 3 times rejected? But this, you invented it to. It's so easily too. I mean, so the guard who rejects the foundry research should invite invitation 3 times. 3 times rejection is execution. That's a lot of fajita. Well, exactly. Not tell what you dream on. I'm right. They would have paid off those FI and research for him. But he stayed all this time because I love his work as such loving sentiment. So he could not bear to let his talents go to waste, and so creates new inventions from time to time to help with our work. Sounds awesome. You flatter me, Shini. You still remember what I said before. The smarter you are, the more important it is to be humble. Yes, sir. In any case, I'd like the two of you to help us verify the feasibility of this remote control cannon. We already prepped the field and the targets, and rest assured that you will be well paid. In that case, you've come to the right adventurers. The two of us have seen all sorts of stuff during our travels. We can help figure out if the invention is good or not. Nice, in that case, good luck, y'all. Okay, well, this way, if you would. Is this sort of mini game? That's what I like. Challenge must be remote control. Can fire slimes. The more slimes you defeat within the time limit, the higher your test score will be. Large slimes are hard to defeat, but award more points once felled. Okay. Okay. Begin testing. We have 2 levels left. Enroll in Crossfire. Challenge must remove control. Okay, this is the same explanation. Okay, this is new. The cannon will face along the axis, linking your character in the cannon. You can just the turn when moving your character. Okay. You press the fire button to control the cannon remote, causing it to fire the shell currently loaded in the direction it's aimed. After firing, the cannon will immediately load one of 3 random elemental shells. Random. Look at the color. Okay. So it's either purple, red, or blue. 3 elemental shells in different slimes. It will be frigid frost deals cryo, aggressive ablation. The root will charge up over time once you collect enough energy. You can processor. This tested mechanical device and ending firepower. Struck by any shells, the turret will switch to continuous firing special shell that deal physical damage. Okay. I think I got it. Just kill the balls, the slimes. Oops. Oops. What the hell is this? Shit. Shit. Okay, 3,000 points is the aim for all of the... no, 4,000. First round. Huh? What? Standard testing, stress testing. Ah, okay. First round, standard. Okay. This is a little bit confusing. Stress test only time challenge during such tests. Okay. They are coming to us. Mechanical device known as loaded field, which can be used to sort and test. After all the strike shell, create a other zone until it pulls nearby. Okay, so it's like wind. Shit. Oh, it deals damage. Shit. No. Shit. Fuck. Zero kill. Select stage 77. That's a lot more than what we need. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, the rewards only appear after we select it. Immediately if it all slams the same moment I'll tap on the field. Okay. That's a neat power up. Yeah, this is fairly easy, not really that fun. Oops. Ah, shit. Is pretty easy. And it's not that fun. Oops. Wanted to collect the rewards. And it's pretty fast. 0 points. Pew, 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 pew. So it's 3 Primo Gems. This one is still locked, so let's hope for a new quest, a new event. Probably if the next event is going to be as fast as this one, in the next live stream we're going to finish this one, do the new event, and make some world quests that we have a lot of them to do. I have a lot from Fountain. I think I've done almost all the other ones. I know that I have one to do in here, because these missions appear in the Liwe board, and so I've researched on the internet. I searched on Google and it said that yeah, it should be a girl here which will give us the quest, but there is no one here. What a nice view.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Can I sit in here? No. Okay. I think that's it. As I said, next live stream I'm going to make the rest of the event we just did. Probably a new one. I don't know how many more events there are going to be. Don't know if I'm going to have roles to do or not. Probably not. But yeah, that's all. That's it for now. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to the giveaway, links down below, and have an awesome gaming time. Toodaloo. Bye bye. Pew.